Welcome back, and in this video we're going to be talking about Stephen Spencer's poem The Express. Stephen Spencer talks about a moving train in his poem The Express, but as we discussed in our previous videos of his poems, Stephen Spencer always dedicates his poem to the theme of social changes and social responsibilities of man. So through this poem, he writes about how industrial revolution was introduced to the world and how the progress and advancement are pushing nature away into the corner of destruction.
The Express by Stephen Spencer. After the first powerful plain manifesto, the black statement of pistons without more fuss, but gliding like a queen, she leaves the station. Without bowing and with restrained unconcern, she passes the houses which humbly crowd outside, the gasworks, and at last the heavy page of death printed by gravestones in the cemetery. Beyond the town there lies the open country, where gathering speed she acquires mystery, the luminous self-possession of ships on ocean. It is now she begins to sing, at first quite low, then loud, and last with a jazzy madness, the song of a whistle screaming at curves of deafening tunnels breaks innumerable bolts, and always light aerial underneath. Goes the elate meter of her wheels, streaming through metal landscapes of her lines, she plunges new eras of wild happiness, where speed throws up strange shapes, broad curves, and parallels clean like trajectories from guns. At last, further than Edinburgh or Rome, beyond the crest of the world she reaches night, where only low streamline brightness of phosphorus on the tossing hills is white. Ah, like a comet through flames, she moves entranced, wrapped in her music. No bird song, no nor bough, breaking with honey buds shall ever equal.
The Express is a train that starts moving slowly as it begins to leave the station. She glides smoothly like a queen. The Express moves forward and faster, and she passes through people's houses, men at work, cemetery, town and forest. Like the ships in the ocean that masters its own speed, the Express also moves on its own like a self-possessed express, like it has mastered over its speed, and as though it is moving at its own speed. The Express blows its whistle like a song, like its own song, quite low at first and got louder and louder as it began to move forward, and lastly it was jazzy madness. It started to blow its whistles in a very loud and crazy manner, and as if it was in and out of control madness. The real tracks are metaphorically called the metal landscape of the Express, and the way she was speeding through the tracks makes her move in curves, and as she crosses further than the Edinburgh or Rome at night, her low streamlined brightness of the burning phosphorus was all that the speaker could see. In the dark, he could see the burning of the phosphorus far away beyond the hills. The Express looked like a comet, with her flames like a shooting star. And as she moves, she could only hear herself, her own sound, with no sounds of nature, no sound of the birds, no sounds of the trees or branches of the trees, but only her own sound. By the way, the poet explains how she shuns all the bird sounds and sounds of nature, shows how industrial revolution was progressing in a very high speed and not hearing the cries of nature getting destroyed. Thus the poem talks about the fast-growing industrial revolution and the way industrialism grew so great that it was getting out of control. And we can feel the poet's fear that it might be making progress at the expense of the destruction of our own natural environment. So the poet brings the theme of social responsibility and a person's and a man's responsibility to protect nature before industrialism destroys everything. There was a short analysis of Stephen Spencer's poem The Express. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.